Thank you. Far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for?
What's good, everyone? How we doing today?
What's up, fellas?
We got Encore. We got a couple of
Yo,
awesome
yo,
guests with us
yo.
today. We got DFZ. We got Ben from both city coordinators. How we doing today, guys?
Good.
Always a good day, man. Always a good day as a Duke basketball fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Duke anything fan, honestly. It's
Right.
getting into
Hey,
your time of the year, Ben.
no
Yeah,
kidding,
we're getting
man.
close to kickoff.
That's right, man. We should have a podcast dropping hopefully in the next couple of days with Steve Wiseman from the News and Observer. Talk a little Duke football, get everybody ready.
Good guy. I like Steve a lot.
It's very
He's
nice.
awesome.
I'm excited.
He's fantastic.
I'm excited to hear the
About
podcast.
3 weeks from kickoff now.
Don't make me do math on the air, but it's the 31st, I think, either 30th or the 31st.
So 3.5.
Kickoff against
Yeah, 3.5.
Elon.
3.5 weeks. Yeah.
Just
Man, it's
just
gonna be so
under
fun.
a month. Hell yeah.
It's been years since I've been to a Duke football game. I'm probably going to get down to a game or two this year. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're
Dude,
gonna have
Leak
to.
Murphy transferred in from Texas. That's big. That's big.
He's going to be good.
I'm
He's going to
excited.
be between him
Let's
and
start
Loftus,
there.
no matter who the
Let's
QB
start there.
is.
Is he the starter week one, Ben?
I don't know yet.
Well, I mean, I will say this from talking with both Connor O'Neill and talking with Steve Weissman, it is a legit competition. And and Loftus is, if Murphy's the guy, then he earned it over Loftus. If you watch the spring game, I mean, because of depth, they couldn't really do a whole lot in the spring game, but you could see Loftus continued to show flashes of what he's capable of. So I'm just saying whoever starts, Blue Devils should be excited about. The issue is going to be how quickly can the offensive line gel.
Yeah. Loftus was, I'll be honest with you, he surprised me last year. He nearly went into Carolina, I believe, and won. You know what I'm saying? They went to multiple overtimes. Was it 2? 3?
One.
Yeah, I can't remember the number of overtimes. The issue with Loftus last year was they had to be so limited with him through quarters 1 through 3 because by the time he's playing, Leonard's out. Bielen's upper arm just – I hope it gets healthy. He's a great kid. He's got a great family. I mean, you just root for the guy, but they couldn't put Bielen back out there, so they had to be real careful quarters 1 through 3. But in quarter 4, they let him cook a little bit. And when you saw what you would see those flashes of what he could do, right?
Yeah, you can be a little more open with the offense.
Exactly. I'm just saying, when I saw Loftus play for the first time, I think 2 springs ago, you just kind of felt like a little bit like Jordan Moore. There was something about him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, the guy has some ability.
And that's good if you can give a high star recruit like Murphy a run for his money. Like you said, the quarterback. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I just want to see Murphy play. I really do. Yeah. I think he's. I mean, he was a top 3 quarterback coming out of high school, was he not?
He was a 4-star recruit. Because I remember he went into Texas, and when Ewers got hurt last year, it was him, and I don't believe he lost the game. No, their only loss was Oklahoma and Washington last year. So when he played against Big 12 teams last year and won. So that's why I'm excited. I mean, Texas, they got different weapons. They've got a great offensive line. It's a totally different situation, but you know what I'm saying? He can put up points.
Yeah. Certainly, yeah. It's gonna be a good time. Again, no matter who's the QB, like Ben said.
Yeah, and they're going to run a wide open, as Steve Weissman referred to it, a power spread. So expect a healthy mix of running the ball. That's why Nicky Dalmolin came back. And check the News and Observer website. Steve's got an article coming out in the next couple of days about Dalmolin coming back and why he came back. And if the Blue Devils finally utilize the tight end with Eli Pankel there and with Jordan Moore there, with the running game they've got with Jaquez Moore and Peyton Jones, it could be an interesting season if that O-line gels.
Yeah, big if. But
That's the big if, yeah.
that's why you play the game.
Exactly. Yeah, so today we're going to be showing off some of our cool Duke memorabilia here on our Encore episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know we got some really cool stuff between the four of us. It's so we ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm excited for
Do
this
it.
for sure.
Is there I'm going to start by showing off one of my favorite things. This one's on loan to me from my father, who has some of the weirdest Duke things I've ever seen, including a baseball signed by, I believe, Johnny Dawkins. A baseball, yeah. So
Hey, whatever you got on you when you see Johnny Dawkins.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I should tell you the extent of the randomness of my father's collection. So I'm going to show off this on loan from him. This is, as you can see, it's March Madness 02. It's signed by Shane Battier. It's you got the game in here, which I always love this. The cover art, the disc art is just the virtual version of Battier from the game.
Those graphics.
Oh, cutting edge graphics.
I will say that Duke was almost unbeatable in that game. Like you could shoot
It's true.
from anywhere on the floor and it was going in.
College Hoops. My favorite video game of all time is College Hoops 2K8.
I don't know if I played that.
I heard
That's the last one.
I heard that is the game.
It
like
is.
Still to this day, people say like the recruiting and all that is super good. It's like NCAA 14 as far as people still love to play it, and it's held its value and went up in value in some cases.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
so
I saw it at a retro game store the other day for like $85. So
jeez.
What?
yeah.
If it had
That
like
is
better
insane.
graphics, then I would consider it, dude. But you know what I'm saying? It's just too.
It's a fantastic game. I'll say
Really?
that much. It's
I might have to give it a go for real. I mean, $85 is not out of my price range or nothing. It's just like
it's a lot
it's
for
got
a
to be
game that
damn
came out in
good.
2007.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
right.
you're gonna have to buy a console to play that on.
Oh, I have plenty of consoles. Like I have PS1,
Okay.
2. I don't have the 3.
That's the one it's on.
Oh no.
I mean, they
No
have it.
kidding.
They have it on the PS2. It's just the deepest mode is on the PS3.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say my 4 is at my brother's house, and my 5 is obviously with me. Been playing NCAA 25.
Oh, me too. I just won a championship with Duke. Went 16-0.
Yeah, man. I just fucking.
P5 sitting right here beside me. Warmed up, ready to go.
Yeah, man. The road to glory is fun. I have fun with the dynasty too. Although, like, your coach is capped out at like level 50 or something, and you can't do anything else after that. And I'm just like, if I would have known this, I wouldn't have spread all my things here and there. So I gotta, when I redo the dynasty, I'll definitely rethink how I'm gonna spend my little tokens or whatever. My favorite's road to glory though, because you can transfer out of programs and like have a really good season. All the top schools want you.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I just kept getting
Honestly, never
sacked,
played
and
it.
the road to glory. I ended up transferring. I started in Michigan, and I kept getting sacked.
Really?
And it was
But
like
yeah,
I'm
Chef
I'm not
plays it
doing this.
religiously. Chef, I don't think Chef has stopped playing it. I think he called out of
I
work one
respect
day
that.
to play it.
I respect that.
I
Yeah.
dig it.
So that was my first. That was my first thing. Hey, let's go to you. Let's see what you got.
Who?
You.
Me? Oh, well, I've always been a fan of my my Duke stocking.
Nice.
I keep it up year
That's a
round.
pretty good one.
It's pretty neat. I've never seen another one. So that with the Duke elf on the shelf, they kind of stay in focus all the time. So those are pretty cool. I also This is Duke related, and shout out to DC4L Custom Tees because this is one of his customers.
Yes,
But
sir.
this guy makes custom spinner baits for anybody who likes to go fishing. VelourSpinners.com.
No kidding.
He sent me a 5-pack of Duke themed spinner baits, named after Duke players. So they're like Coach K. Fishke, like Christian Baitner, JJ Redtick, and then ending with the GOAT, Get Groat. So
That's good.
this has always been pretty cool to me. Like I said, it's not Duke. Doesn't say Duke on it anywhere, but it's definitely some Duke memorabilia that I don't think anybody else has. So
That counts for sure. That's pretty
been
awesome.
pretty cool. And
The exclusive stuff is the stuff to me that it means a lot. It might not be the most expensive thing in the world. It might not be everybody's favorite thing in the world. Not everybody has it.
right.
Exactly.
And I think honestly, I think my favorite has got to be the I don't give a fuck logo, because that's where it really all began.
Did DC make that also?
Yeah, DC made that. DC made the 5-point play logo.
I just ordered 3 things from him. I'm excited. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Seriously.
DC4LCustomTees.com, man. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. So yeah, like I said, I don't have like anything signed ready to show off, but I can't believe DFC, did you bring your shoe? You didn't bring the shoes?
Come on, man.
Okay, I was like, to be sure you brought your shoes, right?
Dude, I got everything.
And then I just got to show off my Marvin Bagley t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
This is easily one of the most sought after Duke t-shirts that I can think of. So super proud to have this.
Right. Exclusive items, man. I'm telling you. I like that.
Yes, sir. All right, DFC, let's go to you. Let's see some of your stuff.
All right, man. I'm not gonna pop out with everything just yet, but I'll give you a good rundown. So like I was saying, it might not be like the best stuff per se, but exclusive. This bandana,
cool.
It was for students only at the UVA game. I believe it's a UVA game. And I got lucky enough to be able to get one from somebody that was there and didn't want theirs. So, like I said, it might not be the greatest thing in the world, but it's exclusive. It's got the old Duke logo. I really like that one.
It's my favorite logo.
Me too.
Same.
That's it. It's part of my logo that's going to be on my logo. You know what I'm saying? So excited about that.
I'm definitely gonna have to get some of those shirts from DC.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm so excited because it's not like major, but it's like it's gonna have my brand on and everything. It's just dope.
No, it's
Pretty
a big
sick,
deal.
yeah.
It's
Another
a big deal.
thing.
Like when,
go ahead.
no, I was just saying it's a big deal. Like when when we got the podcast logo like stamped out, like it was one of the coolest things just to see it like on paper,
you created
like on sticker form, on a t-shirt. Like Jack, you know what it was. I mean, we talked about it for
seeing all your work.
So
yeah, seeing all your work get, I guess, turned into something tangible is just amazing.
For sure. So I started this account like nearly 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've made friends from this. I've met people I would have never fathomed meeting. I've gotten free tickets to do games. Like, so it's like, to me, this is like, I've built something like major. It might not be a big deal to everybody, but like to me, low key, this is probably like my biggest flex. Like no bull.
No, for real.
No,
Like
right.
who gets
There it
how
is.
many people get free tickets to Cameron Indoor Stadium like multiple times a year? And like shout out
It's
to my
insane.
guy. I'm not gonna name his name or whatever, but big dog, you know who you are. You look out, you're a good guy. Can't wait to do it again this year. But everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like just like this 20th anniversary K Academy hoodie. Like everybody else's hoodie just got this on it. Not a lot of people have this.
Yeah,
know
you
what
can't
I'm
just
saying?
go
It's
out and buy that.
Exactly. You cannot get this unless you were there. And 20th anniversary, like that's big time. So
Yeah, that's huge.
it's like, to me, this is like, not everybody's gonna see this on the street and be like, damn, like that's pretty exclusive. You know what I'm saying? But like, to me, I'm like, got some exclusive shit on today.
Yeah, this is my favorite. Don't get it dirty.
The only
Right.
person I've ever seen other than you wear that hoodie is Reggie Love. So
I saw Quinn Cook with it on, and I was like, hey, yo, talk to me. So let me see here. So do you want me to do the shoes
Show
later?
your shoes, because I didn't. Well, you do what you want. I didn't bring mine out because I figured you were gonna get yours.
All right. I got, it's the PG3s, just the back of the logo.
Ooh.
Oh, you have different ones than me.
They're worn,
I got
of course.
I got the Kyrie threes. I can't find them though. They're in a box somewhere in my
You
room.
gotta find them.
Oh, I need
These
to.
are,
Trust me.
size 14. I'm trying to see if there's any other exclusive Duke. It just says on the inside, promo sample. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know off rip. Like, these are, if you're a sneakerhead, promo sample on shoes, you know what that is. You know
Yeah.
it's good.
That's big time.
Got both pairs. Oh, and on the back of the other one, it's got the number of the player who wore them.
Okay,
I would
All right.
rather.
Does that say that 13?
that was a 13.
Yeah. I wish it was Matt Jones, but it's not. Let's see here. Get these set up.
I think these are the joints I have.
Are they PG3s also?
How many PG3s do you have?
Just these two.
Oh, these are nice.
Yeah, those are fire. Yeah, those are gas.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, these are size 13. And we got the promo sample, the bottom there.
Yes, sir.
Good
And
stuff.
then I'll save 3 things for last, but I'll go through. I have actually, I'll save 4 things for last.
Okay.
I got some crazy. All right, these are size 38 home shorts. These were Joey Baker's as well.
I
And
love Joey
Baker
Buckets.
just had a yard sale, didn't he?
Yeah.
19.
There's no way Joey Baker wears a 38.
Dude, they're tight. They're tight.
There's no way Joey Baker wears a 38.
Oh, man.
These are 2016, 2017. No player name or number on them. Says 40 medium. I really like these.
Oh, those
I'm gonna
ones.
go
I
ahead
love
and just
those
think they're
shorts.
Jason Tatum's. Yeah, I have. As a matter of fact, I want to say no. No, I guess that's the only pair from that one that I have.
Okay.
Wait a second. Nope. Yeah, so 2016, 2017, waist size 40. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and assume they're Jason Tatum's.
As one does.
Whole time they're Nick Pagliucas. Or Pags.
No way he
Let's just
wears
go
a
with that.
40. No way Nick
Yeah,
Pagliuca
right.
wears a 40.
So these are a 40 medium 2018, 2019. So they're Zions.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah, they
honest,
have
though,
to
they
be.
could be RJ
That's
Barrett
pretty dope.
or they could be RJ Barrett or Cam Reddish. Like, I don't know. Like, and I'll never know, you know? So it's just,
It's fun to
I guess
think that they're
that's the
Zions,
fun
though.
part.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It's
It's like
fun
to
think.
imagine.
All right.
Yeah.
15, 16, size 38. So they're Brandon Ingram.
Nah, that's not skinny enough for Brandon Ingram, man. Come on.
Yeah, but they're long, man. They're like, look at
Okay, so they
this.
probably
I
are
think
Brandon
they're,
Ingram
I
then.
like the all whites.
Yeah, true.
Ingram wore
Yeah,
like
so
maybe a size
that's-
20, maybe.
20. That's a stretch. Oh my gosh, I was watching some highlights last week, and I forgot how skinny he was at Duke.
All right, here's 15, 16, size 40 as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, these are long as well.
Maybe it's Marshall Plumlee.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Let's see. These are Keenan Worthingtons, size 40.
What a legend, Keenan Worthington. Very nice guy.
Right. But these are like some of my favorite shorts. These are like the newer style alternates.
Yeah.
Here's our newer style aways. Also Keenan Worthington, size 38 though. The last ones were 40, so I guess, depends how fat they are that day.
Maybe he put a little on during COVID.
Different materials, different.
Yeah.
No telling.
All right. And I got two more shorts. Oh, here's the other ones from 16, 17. Size 36.
So Frank
but-
Jackson.
36, but length +2. So could be
Grayson?
Luke Kennard,
Could
maybe.
be Grayson, Luke, yeah.
Yeah.
A guard.
Yeah, dude. Some of
Could be
these
Matt
shorts
Jones.
are probably right. Some of these shorts are probably like,
Yeah.
these.
See, the cool thing about those are you can't find those. Like you can't
Right.
like go down like the rabbit hole of eBay and be like, oh, those are the ones that I was looking for. Like you're just not going to
Exactly.
find them.
Right.
You're not going to
Exactly.
find them.
That's why, like, when I get the opportunities, I'm like, come on, because like they aren't like $300-400. They're not unreasonably priced.
No, I get it.
These, I don't know, dude.
What year are they? Oh, I know exactly what those are.
Yes, you do.
Is that
2019,
the-
2020.
That's from the game at the Dean Dome.
I was going to
Yep.
say that's the overtime
Jones
game,
shot,
right?
right?
Yep,
I have those
yep.
shorts.
Are those his?
I don't know, dude. I can't confirm or deny, man. That's the only
Let's
problem.
just say they are,
Yeah,
just for the sake of the pod.
yeah, dude.
You know what's crazy? A lot of people didn't like them because they were like, they look like they're wearing towels. And I was like, they do look like towels. And then I ended up buying some. So
in
Yeah.
Yeah,
person,
but
they're
who
fresh.
won that game? Who won that game?
You know it.
Duke won 98-96.
I was so ready
That's
for
what
that game
matters.
to be over. But the
I
second
was stressed out.
We were down by
somebody
like
just win.
13, bro.
Somebody just win.
Man, I was sitting there eating a taco during the second half. My roommate at the time was also a huge Duke fan. He's like, "It's February 8th. 8 years ago, Austin Rivers did the thing. We're doing this again."
Did the thing.
There's no
Hey,
way I would have been able to eat anything that night. I was panicking.
I hadn't eaten since breakfast, so I was the only way to quell my nerves at all.
Taco
I'd
sound
turned-
amazing right now.
I had turned the game off and went in the room by myself because I was watching with too many people and I was not happy. So I was like, man, fuck this.
There's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
very
My room.
many games that I watch with people. I normally watch them.
Me
solo.
too, normally, but I was very confident we were going to smack them that game. And we just,
Oh yeah, they sucked that year.
yeah. Hey, man, that's it for me. Like I said, I got 4 more things, but I'll
get back
wait a
to
little
you.
bit. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, Ben, let's go to you. I know you got some cool
I know
stuff.
Ben's got some cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
So there were a couple of things I actually forgot about while I was getting this stuff together because I don't keep it out where I see it anymore. It was some stuff I'd picked up over the years with the idea of getting it framed, and then I looked at doing that, and it was really, really pricey to get it framed, like insanely pricey. So
yeah, it is.
I'll go through a couple of these. I'll go through them one by one. This is the Sports Illustrated from '91.
Is awesome.
All right. This is the Sports Illustrated from 92. This is the 01 Sports Illustrated. You sense a theme here.
I do.
This is, I think, my favorite championship year of all of them. This is 10.
Yeah, that was my favorite personally.
Yeah, I mean, nobody saw that coming. The Zubek part of that was just so great. And then this, if I can get it open without damaging it, is the 2015.
Let's go.
I have that one.
What
Yeah,
an iconic picture.
I
Just
know,
that,
man.
It
that
really
picture
is.
so iconic.
After he hit that 3, yeah.
So
And I'd
iconic.
gotten them
I got it.
all to make sure I could frame them. I think my dad has them framed, and I went and talked to a guy about getting it done, and I was like, yeah, no, that's a little much. So
So
go ahead.
really quickly, Ben, I'm gonna interrupt for a moment. I hope that's all right.
Yeah.
I'm just turning my ring light off. I show something on my phone. This is Sports Center. I'm gonna switch me to Spotlight really quick. So this is Sports Center, the day after the 2010 championship. You see that kid in the middle with the blue wig on?
Uh-huh.
That's me.
Nice. Nice.
I've never shared that on the podcast
Just
before.
say drug questions on it.
It's Tiger Woods. That's how you know it's from 2010.
That's awesome.
So I got a couple of things that my dad, I thought I'd taken these back to my dad because I don't really have a good spot for them here and I don't show them off. So I feel like they're wasted. But this is a piece of the old Cameron Indoor Stadium floor from 97, from 77 to 97. Home floor record, 243.50. 8 Final Four appearances, 91, 92 national championships, and certified. So he picked this up. This is a piece of the floor. And I've had it around, but I don't know what to do with it. So I was going to give it back to him. Same thing. I got this from him too, and it's got a certificate of authenticity on the back. This is from the Hoosier Dome in 91 from the championship floor.
Nice.
And it's
That's
got
amazing.
on there the 4 teams that were in it: Carolina, UNLV, Duke, and Kansas. Got the year, the championship game score: Duke 72, Kansas 65. And there were 24,000 pieces on there. There's a couple other things. This is piece number 1,831. I think that's what that says. So I've got those 2 things. Then I got some football stuff too, obviously. So I've got this is not really memorabilia. There's stories behind these. These are various cups that we've brought back over the years, And the reason that I have these is I take one back, because we got a bunch of kids in the house, so you always need an extra cup, with their friends coming over. The reason I have these when we were kids and our dad would take us up to games, it was like a race and a competition to see how many you could bring back. My mom hated it. I mean, me and my brother would bring back like 30 of them. I mean, it's just an insane amount because we thought it was fun to do. She did not like it as much. So we'd have all these Duke cups there. Those plastic cups. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
And then let me see here. This, I don't know if I'm supposed to say who I got this from because he told me not to put it on social media. So I don't really know. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But this is a little mini helmet with a Gothic script and Bull City logo, Gothic script. And then on the back, you got the ACC logo, the American flag.
That's
Should have
awesome.
brought mine. I have that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And then, there's actually a warning on the back. This is a pretty good replica. It's got like you could still get hurt even if you wear this. It's interesting. I haven't read that before. I like that. That's a good attention to detail. But I particularly like the Gothic script there. I mean, that's a good touch.
Yeah, the mini helmets
I
are really
agree.
cool because they are to a T like a football helmet. The padding on the inside, the straps, the buckles. It's one of the cooler pieces that I have also.
The last thing that I've got I got this from the Pick Six guy, Brett. He's awesome. You should get his magazine if you haven't got it already. These are collected mini helmets of Duke football over the years. This is the furthest back it goes. I can't remember when. It's got number 65 on it. This with the logo that they should always have, the Hellraiser on it.
I love that logo too.
Always be on there. This gets into the Spurrier and post Spurrier's era with the cursive, and then this gets into the kind of the not as great years, but this was, the post Spurrier into the Cutcliffe years. This one with the black cursive is what I remember a lot from Franks and Roof and those guys, and then this kind of was the main cursive, I think, for the Cutcliffe years. And then 2 with the block D over the years. This one, I think, was primarily during the white one with the blue was primarily leading up to Cutcliffe, and then the blue helmet with the white block D, I think, was cut and then through the remaining years. So, but I got these Brett over at Pick Six, put them together. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
Nice desk pieces.
There's not a
they're
lot
nice.
of Duke football stuff out there, so it's good to see somebody collecting it.
Yeah,
it's in the right hands for sure.
But
Oh,
that's
100%.
about that's it for me. I got one other story when it comes back around. I'll tell you guys about a bunch of stuff my dad ended up with. But
All right.
That's some awesome stuff, though, Ben.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
gonna-
dig the helmets.
I'm gonna go into my next stuff. I have a few more things I gotta get all out on the table and then get my camera all set up. But for those who don't know, which is probably most of you, I'm a very avid sports card collector. And it's awesome. There's some really cool cards out there. I'm actually gonna start by showing off my keyboard. Put it in here.
Nice.
Is that wooden?
No, it just looks wooden. But this is the keyboard that I use.
Should have lied. You should have lied.
Oh man, nah, it's just plastic. I got this 10 years ago for my birthday. It's an amazing keyboard.
I would have said it was made straight out of Cameron indoor stadium floor. Wild story out of me.
You say a lot of the wild stuff. So now I'm gonna go up to these cards here. So this is Zub. Brian Zubek is my favorite player. If you listen to the podcast at all, you know that. And then this is a signed Phillies card. Vic Grote, one of the greatest Duke basketball players of all time, and also
Pittsburgh
National League MVP in 1960. And again, if you watch or listen to the podcast, you'll know this. I am a big Philadelphia Phillies fan, so the fact that I was able to get this card specifically was awesome. Rest in peace, true legend of multiple sports. This one
He
is
was the Pittsburgh
self-explanatory.
play-by-play guy, was he not?
He was, yeah. He's from Pittsburgh. He's a big Pittsburgh guy.
I knew he was from Pittsburgh, but I thought he was the play-by-play guy.
Yeah, he was for years and years. I think up until he passed away.
What does that say? Generational superstar on that?
Future star.
Oh, I could have sworn
This is
it said
high
generational.
school. It's a high school Cooper flag card. I don't even know where I got it, but I looked at the date of birth on the back, and I just, yeah. This is another one. This is a Lively card. It's signed. I think it's a sticker auto. I'm not sure if that's an authentication or a sticker. It's Topps Bowman.
he was at the Clemson game last year, the Duke Clemson football game, and I shook his hand briefly. So I'm taking credit for all his success in the NBA.
He was.
That is a very
they
smart
showed
thing to
him
do.
40 times on camera. I remember that.
Yeah,
He
that's
walked
pretty cool.
up. He walked up our row, and I just reached out and was like, "Hey, man, big fan." And he was like, I'm tired of." You could tell he was like, "I'm just doing this just to be nice. People have been bothering me all night, so I appreciate Lively doing that." But he probably was getting annoyed by all that.
He's real, and he's also from Philly. That's a reason. I got to see him play a bunch in high school. It's another reason I'm big on D Live. And then
Nice.
this is the last card I have here. This is PSA authenticated, signed. For those of you who don't know, Bill Werber was the first All-American in Duke athletics history baseball, football, and basketball, I believe. He was an All-American in all of them. He was the
Wow.
last living teammate of Babe Ruth when he died. Yeah, this is an authenticated, signed Bill Werber card.
Nice.
This
Jack, you're gonna have
is
to come to
one of
North
my
Carolina,
favorite.
man. I think next month they're doing like a card thing. I will listen to the sports radio to get the details for you.
That's awesome. Yeah, just let me know. And then I got one more group of things I'm gonna get cards, so I'm gonna hide this really quick. Get the cards away. And I got one more thing this go around that I think people will appreciate. This is a birthday gift this year. Camera back up.
Whoa,
They're all
Wow.
replicas, but
still cool.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
still nice.
91, 92, 01, 10, 15. The ring's a nice case it's in.
Yeah,
That's
those
This
are
very
is
cool.
nice.
That's super cool,
yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, this is something that I really think is awesome, and I thought people would like to see it.
Yeah, I would like that.
I would. It's much like that. Yes.
Luckily,
Give me
I
your
am hundreds
address,
of
Jack.
miles away, and you guys can't.
Those are really
Luckily,
cool.
I am far away.
That was pretty cool, Jack. Those were neat.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I dig
Yeah,
that.
it's a nice little box too. It's like it feels like it's really high quality. Yeah, these are
It looks.
these are the things. These are the things that I collect.
It's
Nice.
fun to see like what like other Duke fans like value. You know, I'm like you were saying, DFC. Like a lot of the stuff, not a lot of monetary value. Like those plastic cups, not a lot of monetary value in it. But it's like it brings back memories. Like it's something that nobody else has them. You have them. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm not bringing back 30 to deal with my wife. Nuh-uh. I'm not doing that.
You're a smart man, Ben.
that's funny.
Yeah.
I've got one more. I'm just going to do one more. And this goes back to when we all thought Tyrese Proctor we got to see him for one season and he was gone. And we're lucky enough now to have a year 3 Proctor. Again, a DC4L custom exclusive. Where am I going here? This is probably one of my favorite canvases that I have. And I've got like 5-ish canvases. I was going to bring the Pistol Pete one out, but Pistol Pete didn't go to Duke, so it doesn't matter. But he did go to Broughton. But yeah, I get a lot of compliments on this. It's one of my favorite Duke pieces, like art pieces, if you will. And
Did you get
go ahead.
Did you get a second one to wear?
Yeah, I've got a couple of the shirts too, but
Nice. Hell yeah.
that was like the first canvas piece that I bought. And since then I've gotten more. I've got the logo on a canvas, but yeah, that freshman Proctor shirt, and that's right when Proctor figured out he could play basketball.
Yeah.
So that'll always be kind of special to me. And we never thought, like I said, we never thought we'd see a sophomore, much less a junior year Proctor. So that's probably my favorite, and I get the most compliments from that, quite honestly.
That's tough. DC does good
It's-
work for real.
Seriously.
Such good work.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna.
DC's great.
I might even add on to what I already got, and at some point, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we win the championship this year or something, maybe add like all the years on the sleeves or something, man, something special. Championship edition.
Yeah, when they won in 2015, me and my buddy Tim, who watched games together, I got coffee mugs for us, but it had all the years that they'd won championships on them, but the ink ran on it at some point. So I've just got it stuck in a cupboard somewhere because if I wash it again, it'll just all run off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the tattoo is dope.
Yeah, man, all the years on there. I gotta add to it for real.
Hopefully,
man.
will in April.
Yeah, no kidding. I have
Got to.
3 more things I want to show y'all.
Almost a must.
Oh yeah.
This is from Imani Lewis. I got to talking to her, and she even signed it. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it. It's up here. But
That's
I
awesome.
got to
Pretty
talking
sweet.
with her. Yeah, it's game 1, so theirs are like silver. And the year it was 22, 21, 22. Yeah. But on the bottom,
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
dope.
awesome.
sisterhood, and that's what I like. I mean,
That's super cool.
it's a real home Duke jersey. I love it, but sisterhood, like, who's got sisterhood gear?
Nobody. You
That's a
do.
great point.
Nobody. Right. This is a men's version. It's
I feel like I've
got,
seen that one on TV a few times.
Yeah.
yeah, 1920. I got the Brotherhood on it. And of course, like I said, it's got no name, but it presumably like a mascot jersey. I don't know. The guy I bought it from didn't know. I have one more thing after this, but I felt like this is pretty cool. It's an
The
arm
sleeve.
sleeve. This I had first row seats to the ACC championship, and right after the game, Filipowski came over and celebrated with his significant other.
Hey,
We don't talk about that on the podcast.
well, hey,
We've already.
we will discuss that thoroughly in our upcoming episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
anyway, he gets done talking with her, taking pictures, and I was like, "Yo, can I get your arm sleeve?" Like, I didn't want to ask him for a picture or an autograph. I'm not an autograph guy. Like, I typically will ask for a picture if it's like somebody I really want a picture from. But like a lot of the time, like I'll just nod my head, "Hey, how you doing?" Maybe just chop it up with them.
Right.
Like R.J. Barrett, Zion, Jason Tatum, Justice Winslow, Cooper Flag, guys like that. I got pictures with all of them. Like, those pictures mean a lot to me. Like, hey, I can say I met this guy, but then this is everything.
That's awesome. Is that game worn?
Yep.
My goodness.
Yep. Trey Jones, man.
That's crazy exclusive. For a second, I thought it was Ricky Price.
Nah.
The legend.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Although
man.
that would have been pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's an obscure one for sure.
Obscure.
Yeah.
No, Ricky Price was a dog.
Yeah, then
He
he ended up in
was.
the dog house, and that was the problem.
And then that happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Well, I got one story. So I think it was 2004, 2005. I was trying to check on Wikipedia to see which year it would have been. It was a year that Duke was not expected to do much. And I think it was 2004, 2005. And when we were kids, my brother and I were out walking through our neighborhood, and we found this stray dog that followed us home. He was German Shepherd mix. So we ended up keeping him, and my dad named him Duke. And Dad and Duke became, like, I think he loved that dog more than any of his children. Okay, that was his dog. So I think it was about 2004, 2005, right around the time of the ACC tournament, right before that. Duke passed away. I think they had to put him down. I'd moved out by then, and we were actually married by that point. And so Duke goes away, and Dad's having a tough time. But Duke wins the ACC tournament. They get hot. They beat Virginia. They beat NC State. I'm going with it being that year. And they beat Georgia Tech in the final in D.C. it really cheered my dad up, like got him out of his funk. So I just wrote this letter to the athletic department, whoever was in charge of the basketball program, just somebody there. And I just said, hey, I just wanted you to know this is what happened. My dad was really down. He was really sad. The dog passed away. And so we felt like you all won this championship because it was just timing just to make things right with Duke, with us having to put Duke down. And a couple weeks later, my wife and I were living at this apartment, attic apartment at this place in Charleston, South Carolina, downtown Charleston, South Carolina. And this package from Duke Athletics comes in the mail. I'm thinking to myself, what is this? I didn't order anything. I didn't purchase anything. I didn't have any money then. So I'm thinking to myself, what is this? I open it up. It's some programs, some promotional photos, some stuff that's signed by pretty much the whole team, just some random stuff that somebody put together, put it all in this nice box, sent it to me. And I called my dad and I said, hey man, I'm going to get almost all, I ended up giving him, I think, pretty much everything from that. But it was just a really cool moment that some guy who got that took the time to put all that stuff together. It really cheered my dad up. And the championship was great, but getting that stuff from them. And the reason I think it was 04-05 was because I remember Reddick being on the team. So I think there was something that Reddick and Sheldon Williams and those guys had signed. And I sent all that stuff back to Dad. And then I ended up going to law school then anyway. So anything that I kept, I made sure to get to him, right away so we wouldn't lose it. But that was a really cool thing.
That is cool.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Bring a tear to my eye. A few months ago, I had to put my German Shepherd named Duke down.
It's awful.
You don't realize how attached you get to an animal. The biggest regret, though, is naming him Duke, I think, because I would be screaming at the TV and he would be like looking at me like, I don't remember doing anything. I didn't get into the trash. Like, I don't know why you keep yelling at me.
I tried for years to get an agreement from my wife to get a second dog and name it Cut, because that was back when Cutcliffe had the team rolling. But we could never get the okay for that one.
Good stuff.
I nearly named my dog Miles after Plumlee because it was my favorite player on the team when we got him. He ended up being named Rex. He's still kicking.
Nice.
He's right over there. Yeah, I mean, I actually got a similar story to you, Ben. Not nearly the level of emotional value, but my dad graduated from Duke in 1989, and a year after, witnessed the most demoralizing loss in the history of sports in the championship game, and he wrote a letter directly to Kay, just basically like saying, I know the end result was abysmal, but just like thank you for an incredible season and getting Duke as close as they've been since his freshman year. And he got a bunch of stuff back from Kay just saying thank you for continuing to believe in us. We're going to be right back there next year, and they did it.
And your dad is the reason they won that championship. That's the way you end that story.
He likes to think it. He likes to think that.
That's how I would tell it. That's exactly. There's
So
no
he
way
read
I
him.
would tell it.
He read him that letter at halftime, and just said, "Hey guys, come on, win this game, beat
This
Kansas.
guy just sent me this. You guys want to hear it?
Go beat UNLV right now."
Yeah, go beat the best team in college basketball up until that point, probably ever.
I've got to ask, my neighbor over here went to Duke and was in the band. I can't remember what years he was there, but I think he was there for one of the championship years, maybe both. I got to check. He's coming down to the Duke. We've got a group together for the Duke UNC football game this year, so he's coming to that one. I'll have to ask him. I know he was in the band. I just can't remember what years he was there.
It's crazy.
I bet he's seen some stuff.
Yeah.
I bet he has seen some stuff. Heard some stuff too.
I don't think he made it out to Wallace Wade much back then, but
I bet not.
Back again when my dad was there in the late 80s, Wallace Wade was more commonly used during the week as a tanning bed because all the seats were metal.
A lot of people use the track.
Those metal seats were horrendously uncomfortable, man.
When did they get rid of them? Because I remember my first athletic event on campus at Duke was a football game against Virginia Tech when I was in elementary school, and I remember sitting in some uncomfortable metal seats while my grandfather complained about Ted Roof to the man next to him, who turned out to be Broadhead.
It was
Well,
before they
I think
put the new scoreboard up and stuff, wasn't it?
I think it was 2014, and I'm bringing up their
Yeah.
schedule now because if I remember correctly, yeah, they beat Wake. Yeah, they beat Wake, and then they ran over to all the equipment, and all the players were over by the construction equipment celebrating by it. That track was like a high quality track. There were Olympic events had been run there, qualifying events had been run there. I mean, it was a really impressive track, but it's gone now. But they do have, they're going to have like that tailgating thing there.
I was going to ask you about
Tailgating.
that. I was gonna
Yeah,
ask
I'm
you.
excited about that.
That seems pretty cool. That's it's like they don't have seats, right? You just pay to get, like, you buy a ticket for that section, and you
It's
just
like a
kind of free
standing room
roam
seat,
around.
technically, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's standing room seat. You come in. I don't know if you'll be able to come in and out. I assume you'll be able to. So, but you'll be able to go in there and tailgate a little bit and then go back out to your seat. So it's something you buy as part of your seat. I'm assuming you can come in and out as need be. From speaking with Steve, I think they ended up having to take out about 5,000 seats because of that. But I mean, let's be real. That's
I think it's going to look really cool seeing
Yeah.
people
Oh, yeah.
standing above the field, like hanging out, drinking.
It's going to be awesome.
except for a
There's
couple of
a
games.
buffet or something, right?
Yeah, except for a couple of games, losing that 5,000 seats is probably not going to matter.
As unfortunate as that is, it's true. Yeah.
We'll get there. Duke will get there one day.
Oh, Duke will be there. Duke will be there. If my dynasty is anything,
The commitment's there. I mean, the administration's putting the money into it. They don't move, as fast maybe as some other folks would like, but they're deliberate. They take their time, and they want to make sure they're making the right decision.
Results are being made.
Exactly. And they've made 3 really good hires in a row. So I think if you look at some of the recruiting, it's improved, right? The only real issue, though, is how many more 4 or 5 stars will Duke be able to get in the mix for? That's going to be the real challenge. But they've done well with the portal. So, I mean, the commitment's there. It's just going to take time, and then they've got to schedule, to the extent they can for their non-con, they've got to schedule some games that are going to get people to show up. Get Charlotte, get ECU back, get some teams that people will want to come see.
yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a few more things left I want to show everyone. Let's start with this. This is pretty self-explanatory. This says relevant, recently purchased Tatum USA jersey.
Doesn't look like a Duke memorabilia.
It's Jason Tatum.
I'm just kidding.
I have way too many jerseys. I actually made a list of them, and it's more than a full page. I mean, my
knew you were
favorite,
a
I have a
Jersey
bunch.
guy.
Oh, I have a bunch of them.
I knew you were a Jersey guy. I've
I'm a
never
big
been a Jersey guy.
Oh, that's basically all I know. I have so many. I'll show you. This is one of the first jerseys I got. It's in a plastic bag. It's been in a plastic bag for 5 years. I'm taking it out. So this is a Jay Williams Bulls jersey.
Oh, that's cool.
In 2019, I went to the ACC tournament and I brought the jersey in like a string bag, like a drawstring, and I ran into Jay Will at the college game day set, and he's like, he's like, oh, I gotta talk to this guy. And he's like, what do you want me to do? So I'm like, I didn't think I'd get this far. Some very nice Carolina fan came up to us with a marker. And where is there it
Right
is.
there. Yeah.
And Jay signed it.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
that's a fantastic story.
That should be in a
Yeah, I have a frame. It's again,
frame.
it's
There
been
you go.
sitting. It's been sitting for 5 years because we haven't been able to put it in the frame, but we have a frame for it, and it will be framed. But that's one of my favorite stories. It's actually really funny. Earlier that week, I was wearing this jersey at the tournament, and I ran into Ted Valentine. Actually, I got a photo with him
TV Teddy.
just because it's Ted Valentine, and I had to get evidence that I met the worst referee, both simultaneously a great and terrible referee, because that's what he is, honestly. And he said he saw
I'll
who was
never
on the
forget
jersey. He
him.
was like, honestly, yeah, I don't even need to ask the context because in any context it works. But yeah, I told him who it was, and because he thought it was a Jordan jersey at first, and he's like, "Oh, Jason was my favorite player I've ever had the pleasure of refereeing.
Hmm.
He was respectful, and he was an incredible player." A couple more things. So this is a recent purchase.
I bet guys like Valentine, Ayers, they probably have incredible stories, dude.
Oh, totally.
Like
Yeah,
they've been around for decades essentially, and it's like
they've been around
ref some
legends.
greatest
Yeah,
games of all time.
like TV Ted was
Good
was
stuff.
the ref that called charge that gave Duke the
No,
lead that they never gave up in '91 against UNLV.
Yeah,
no,
there is also something to be said
91.
that I'm still watching the same referees in the ACC that I was watching when I was in high school.
Hey, Lenny Wirtz isn't around anymore, so I mean,
That's
he's also dead, but
Yeah, he's not around anymore.
he's not reffing anymore. I see him in some of the old games with guys like
ACC
Ayers and
just lost
Valentine.
another official actually.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, on the flight back from Warner Robins, Georgia, like
It's
in
terrible.
front of the little league team, is from what I heard.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
On a slightly different note, this is a recent pickup of mine.
that's
This is
nice.
Ryan Young's practice tank, compression tank. It's got the little like thing for the health tracker on the back.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty nice. It's good material.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
dry
cool.
fit. Yeah, it's awesome. And then this is the big one, the end one. Big reveal. So this is a Duke practice jersey from 2010. This belonged to my favorite player ever, Brian Zubek. This is
Oh, it was
actual
his.
practice jersey. This is his
Oh,
actual
nice.
practice jersey that he used the entire 2010 season.
Did you get it
It's
from him?
versatile.
That is
I
really
don't
cool.
know where it was purchased. It was a birthday gift, but that is my
Wow.
prized possession in terms of Duke basketball. That
It's a
is
sweet logo too.
it is. I love that logo.
It's a super cool logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's reversible. So it's
Well, obviously you got to be blue white.
yeah, exactly. It's got the inside. But it's incredible. It's again, it has a frame. It just hasn't been put in it. Yeah,
Reversible
that's
clothing is super nostalgic to me.
yeah, it's a big late 90s, early 2000s
I like a
concept
good
stuff.
reversible article of clothing.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's what we got, guys. That's it's
I have
always
one
good.
thing my
Oh,
mom
you
got
got
me
one
for
more thing?
Christmas. Well, I don't have it with me. My mom
Okay.
got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago. It's in a case, framed and all that. A signed Christian Leitner jersey with his name on the back. But
That's awesome.
like I said, it's too big to carry around. So
Oh yeah.
I also have a picture with Christian.
That's one I don't have. That's
The only
Christian.
one that I want and I haven't got is JJ Redick.
He's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, he's
man.
elusive.
I
Well, when he
have
gets
a
I
JJ Redick
run out of
jersey in
LA
the
by
frame.
LeBron, he might have some time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. They
right
know
back
they
to the
know he's there.
podcast flow.
He'll have about a season and a half, maybe.
I hope it works out, especially because he brought on Lindsey Harding. I want the Blue Devils to succeed, even if it's
for
the
real.
Lakers and they are the worst run organization in sports.
I mean, you got to get your coaching experience somewhere.
Exactly.
I don't think it'll
And,
be
you know,
on JJ if it doesn't go well. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't think so
your
either.
roster is poorly constructed.
and there is a very short shelf life for coaches not named Eric Spoelstra who have coached LeBron.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
Sure.
it's very true. Yeah. There's so many things so many cool things that people have all around. Duke Memorabilia, this has been a really fun one. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
For
Super
sure.
fun.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks
it,
for having
fellas.
us, man.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
follow DFZ, follow Ben. You
Check
guys
out his podcast.
there. Check out Bull City Coordinators, fantastic podcast. Check out Duke football this year. Manny Diaz. The Diaz days are on us, and they are going to be
Less
good.
than a month away.
I cannot wait.
I mean, if you
See
need
y'all.
if
Hey,
you
I'll
need
see
some
y'all at a
history,
game.
if you need a history podcast, we also run a Roman history and classical antiquity themed podcast,
That's
the
right.
Classical
I forgot about
Antiquity
that.
Side Quest. Check it out.
Yes, sir. All right. See you guys at Cameron and at Wally Wade this year. Let's go,
Go
Duke.
Duke.
Go Duke.
Go Duke.